But there is this moment when suddenly your audience starts believing, and there's like this shift, and the eyes are starting to, they are like sparkling that little bit more. There's a blush of rosy cheeks that's happening because of an influx of blood. There is this like shift into a posture. And that moment, I live for it. And the book for me is a way to reach so many people so that they access this moment, because from that moment on they can go. And like you said, one of the main thing is that our brain does not know the difference. Okay, so some of you may be like, am I hearing, Garvin right? Did he say the brain does not do the difference between the real and the imaginary? Yeah, you are absolutely right. It's actually true. It sounds unreal. Sometimes you have to listen to it several times when you first hear it. This was discovered in 1960 by Maxwell Maltz. And he wrote about it in a book called Psychocybernetics, which actually many people would not have heard of, except that all of his teachings are used by all of the personal development like gurus these days, and they kind of forget to mention his name. And we have learned so much from him. And when we discovered that from the brain, like Garvin said, you can actually create your deja vu. You can see it in your mind, and then next thing you know, when it's happening, you feel like a deja vu, but it's because you had experienced it before.
Yeah, absolutely, because I'm sort of sitting there kind of going, I mean, I'm as a lecturer, usually with a smaller group of people, about 15 to 20 people, one of the things that you discover as an educationist is that cognitive process is when they've recognized something, and it's like the light bulb goes on. So that idea of the light bulb going on, you kind of go, oh, now you kind of go, right, now I know that you fully understand and comprehend what I'm actually trying to say to you, and they can own that. They now suddenly can own it. It becomes their real thing. But what we were talking about there, we kind of like that idea, because we're looking at parallel universes and all kinds of crazy things at the moment, and Schrödinger's cat and all that kind of stuff. Is it dead or is it alive? And has Schrödinger's cat.
Is it in the box? Is it out of the box? Is it in the silo? Is it going on a journey?
And again, isn't that interesting? It's actually the box again. It's the box. It's only when we look inside the box do we know whether or not it's one or the other. And until we have that anticipation, or until we actually open it up and realize what's going on, then that's the scary bit. And normally what happens with most people is their fear prevents them from opening the box, because their imagination can create all kinds of horrors and fears about opening that box.
Hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and click on the bell for notifications.